When a younger woman meets an older man for the first time, her mind instantly starts picking up on certain signals, many of them without her even realizing it. These signals aren't just about physical looks, they're about presence, energy, and the way he carries himself. An older man often stands out, not because he's trying harder to be noticed, but because his life experience has shaped him into someone different from the rest. In a world where many people still feel like they have something to prove, an older man's calm assurance, steady demeanor, and defined identity can be incredibly magnetic. Younger women tend to notice things right away. The way he speaks, the confidence in his posture, the maturity in his tone, even the subtle way he listens without rushing to talk. These little details create a first impression that lingers. It's not just attraction in a physical sense, it's intrigue. It's that feeling of, there's more to him than meets the eye. And the truth is, many of these traits aren't accidental. They're the result of years of living, learning, and growing. In this video, we'll explore the very first things younger women notice in older men, and why these qualities make such a lasting impact. 1. Confidence that feels natural. The very first thing younger women tend to notice in older men is a quiet, natural confidence that feels authentic and deeply rooted. It's not the showy, attention-seeking confidence often seen in those still trying to figure themselves out. It's the kind that has been built over years of navigating life's ups and downs. This type of man carries himself with a sense of certainty, not because he's never been wrong, but because he's faced challenges, learned from them, and discovered what truly matters. That life experience makes him less reactive and more composed, even in situations where others might lose control. Younger women often pick up on this in subtle ways. His steady voice, his calm posture, his ability to make decisions without second-guessing, and even the way he makes eye contact without hesitation. He doesn't seek approval, and that absence of neediness is strikingly attractive. He listens when someone speaks, without trying to dominate the conversation. Yet when he does share his thoughts, they are thoughtful and measured. This balance between speaking with purpose and knowing when to stay silent creates an air of mystery and depth. His confidence also reflects in how he moves through social spaces. He doesn't rush to be the loudest in the room. Instead, he owns his presence without demanding attention. Women notice that he's not afraid of pauses in conversation or moments of silence. He's comfortable with them, which signals emotional security. That kind of unshakable self-assurance makes him stand out instantly, because in a world where so many are trying hard to impress, he simply is. And that's exactly what draws younger women in first. 2. Maturity in communication. The second thing that often stands out is how older men communicate. Younger women quickly notice the difference between a man who listens to reply and one who listens to understand, and older men often fall into the second category. Years of conversations, work relationships, and personal experiences have taught them the value of truly hearing someone out before responding. This level of attentiveness is rare in today's fast-paced, distraction-filled world, and it immediately sets them apart. They don't interrupt just to make a point, and they avoid the immature habit of turning every discussion into a competition. Instead, they choose words carefully, speaking with clarity and intention. Their tone is usually calm and controlled, even when discussing something emotional or controversial. This maturity in communication reassures women that they are talking to someone who can handle conflict without unnecessary drama. Additionally, older men tend to value depth over small talk. While they can engage in light conversation, they're also capable of exploring meaningful topics, dreams, life lessons, values, and experiences that shape them. This intellectual depth keeps a younger woman intrigued, because it signals that she's dealing with someone who can stimulate her mind, not just her emotions. The ability to communicate with maturity doesn't just make conversations more enjoyable, it creates trust and comfort, which women notice almost immediately. 4. Emotional stability. In a world where many people are still figuring themselves out emotionally, younger women quickly pick up on the emotional steadiness of an older man. This stability is not about never feeling emotions. Rather, it's about having the ability to process and manage them without letting them spiral out of control. Older men tend to avoid unnecessary arguments, don't get easily offended, and can remain calm under pressure. This creates a sense of safety and reliability that is very attractive to women. They notice how he handles stress, how he responds to unexpected situations, and how he treats others even when frustrated. These small observations quickly signal that he is someone who can be counted on when life gets tough. Emotional stability also means he doesn't play manipulative games or create unnecessary drama. His actions are consistent with his words, and he doesn't swing between extremes of affection and distance. For younger women, this predictability is comforting because it means they can trust his intentions. In many ways, emotional stability is one of the most quietly powerful traits that women notice first in an older man. 5. Life experience and wisdom. Older men often have a depth of experience that is immediately noticeable in how they carry themselves and in the stories they share. Younger women can sense that this is not someone who lives entirely in the moment without thinking of the bigger picture. He has been through phases, challenges, successes, and failures, and all of it has taught him something valuable. This wisdom shows up in how he approaches problems. Instead of panicking, he assesses the situation and applies practical solutions. He can offer advice not from theory, but from personal experience, which carries far more weight. Younger women notice that talking to him feels different because he can share perspectives they may not have considered before. It's not about acting like a know-it-all. Rather, it's about having lived through enough to speak with authenticity. This combination of real-life knowledge and calm guidance can be incredibly appealing, especially for someone who is still building her own life path. 6. Purpose and direction in life. One of the most attractive qualities women notice early is that older men often have a clear sense of purpose. Whether it's their career, a passion project, or a set of personal goals, they are not drifting aimlessly. This direction gives them a grounded energy that is hard to find in someone still figuring out who they want to be. Younger women often find it inspiring when an older man talks about his goals, achievements, or the challenges he has overcome. It reflects ambition, self-discipline, and persistence, traits that show he can commit to something long-term. Having a clear direction in life also means he is less likely to waste time on meaningless pursuits or unstable relationships. Women notice this almost instantly because it sets a man apart from the crowd. He knows where he's headed, and that certainty makes him more attractive because it promises stability and focus. 7. Respectful and polite behavior. Finally, younger women notice how an older man treats others, and it speaks volumes. Being respectful is not just about opening doors or saying please and thank you. It's about showing genuine consideration for people, regardless of their status. Older men often have a refined sense of manners and an understanding of social etiquette. They know how to carry themselves in public, how to speak respectfully, and how to make people feel valued. This respectful demeanor signals emotional intelligence and maturity, which instantly sets a positive tone for any interaction. When a man treats waitstaff politely, speaks with kindness, and listens attentively, women take note. It suggests that he would extend the same respect and kindness in a relationship. And that's something they notice from the very start. At the end of the day, what younger women notice first in older men isn't about flashy displays, expensive clothes, or trying to be someone they're not. It's about presence, the subtle, powerful combination of confidence, maturity, emotional stability, and life experience. These traits can't be faked for long because they are the product of genuine personal growth over time. When an older man walks into a room, younger women can sense if he is comfortable in his own skin, if he listens with intention, and if he treats people with respect. These qualities create a level of attraction that goes deeper than surface-level charm. And while looks may catch the eye for a moment, it's the energy he brings, shaped by years of living with purpose, that keeps her interest. So if you're an older man, remember this. It's not about trying to act younger or impress with superficial things. It's about leaning into who you truly are, letting your experience speak through your actions, and carrying yourself with the confidence of a man who knows his worth. That's what gets noticed and remembered.